Most saw a tragedy in these. I saw my path to the top of the world.
Welcome to Vital Life Stories. Today we explore an incredible journey of human resilience, where absolute tragedy transforms into ultimate triumph. Meet our protagonist, an elite athlete whose entire world revolved around physical perfection, conquering rugged trails with unmatched speed and agility. Every single day was a celebration of movement, breathing in the crisp air and pushing the human body beyond its limits. The mountains were a second home, a place where passion met perseverance, and where every step felt like a pure victory. Life seemed perfect, an endless horizon of thrilling adventures waiting to be explored, until fate delivered a completely unexpected, devastating blow. A horrific accident shattered the silence, twisting metal and breaking bones, instantly turning a bright sunny afternoon into a terrifying nightmare. Waking up in a cold hospital room, the sterile lights illuminated a harsh new reality that no one is ever prepared for. The doctors delivered the heartbreaking news. Both legs were gone. For an athlete, this felt like the absolute end of the world. Despair clouded the room. The body, once a powerful instrument of joy, now felt like a broken cage trapping a shattered soul. Staring at the empty space beneath the blankets, the silence was deafening. How does one move forward when the foundation is gone? But the human spirit is remarkably stubborn. Within the depths of profound sorrow, a tiny spark of defiance slowly began to ignite. Instead of surrendering to the darkness, a powerful choice was made. The tragedy would not define the remainder of this precious life. Enter the marvel of modern medicine. Carbon fiber prosthetic legs. They were not just medical devices, but gleaming symbols of new hope. Strapping them on for the very first time felt completely alien. It was a daunting marriage of human flesh and machine. Standing up required monumental effort. Every muscle trembled under the unfamiliar weight, but the burning desire to walk again overpowered the pain. The rehabilitation center became a relentless battleground. Countless falls resulted in bruised knees and immense frustration, testing the limits of mental endurance. Tears of agony were shed in quiet moments. Yet each painful failure was merely a stepping stone toward a much greater triumph. With every single attempt to walk, the connection between mind and the artificial limbs grew stronger, forging an unbreakable bond of determination. Slowly, clumsy steps transformed into a steady rhythm. The clinic corridors echoed with the metallic clinking of progress, a symphony of resilience. Walking eventually evolved into a confident stride. The impossible was becoming possible, proving that true strength originates entirely from within the mind. Leaving the hospital walls behind, the outside world felt wonderfully vibrant. The wind brushing against the face felt like a glorious rebirth. The running blades were attached next. Taking that first explosive sprint down the track was an absolute revelation of freedom and joy. Speed returned, and with it, the old passion. The athlete was back, not just surviving, but thriving beautifully against all mathematical odds. People watched in absolute awe. The prosthetic legs were no longer a sign of disability, but a shining badge of incredible courage. But merely returning to normal was never enough. A restless soul constantly seeks the ultimate frontier to truly test its newfound wings. Gazing at a map, one name stood out above all others. Mount Everest, the roof of the world, the ultimate unforgiving challenge. For a fully able person, Everest is a deadly gamble. For a double amputee, it sounded like sheer madness to the world. Critics voiced their concerns, calling the dream a suicide mission. But their doubts only added fuel to the burning fire. Everest became the ultimate metaphor. It represented every massive barrier, every societal limitation, and every internal fear that needed to be conquered. Intense preparation began immediately. Dragging heavy sleds across frozen landscapes simulated the grueling conditions, testing both the body and the gear. Specialized crampons were meticulously designed to fit the carbon fiber feet, ensuring maximum grip on treacherous, ancient ice walls of the mountain. Sleeping in altitude tents at home forced the lungs to adapt to incredibly thin air, mimicking the deadly environment of the summit. Every detail was calculated with extreme precision. There was absolutely no room for error when challenging the most dangerous peak on Earth. Packing the expedition bags felt like preparing for war. The enemy was not the mountain, but the limitations of human belief. Arriving in Nepal, the vibrant colors of Kathmandu provided a stark, beautiful contrast to the freezing white destiny that patiently awaited ahead. A helicopter ride delivered the team to Everest Base Camp. The sheer, towering magnitude of the mountain finally revealed its terrifying glory. Surrounded by seasoned climbers, the amputee stood tall, a beacon of unique inspiration among those who fully understood the mountain's deadly wrath. The ascent officially began. Crossing the treacherous Khumbu icefall required navigating deep, terrifying crevasses on wobbly aluminum ladders with absolute, unwavering precision. Each step of the prosthetic leg had to be perfectly placed. One slip on the ice could mean instant, tragic death. Fierce winds howled like angry spirits, threatening to blow the climbers right off the steep ridges into the dark, bottomless abyss below. Camp after camp, the air grew dangerously thin. Exhaustion seeped into every pore, making simple movements feel like lifting heavy boulders. The cold was utterly paralyzing. Maintaining circulation in the residual limbs was a constant, agonizing battle against the threat of frostbite. Entering the infamous death zone above 8,000 meters, the human body begins to die. Every breath is a desperate gasp. Oxygen masks hissed loudly in the deafening silence. The summit push started in pitch-black darkness, illuminated only by tiny, weak headlamps. A sudden storm brought visibility to zero. Doubt crept into the mind, whispering seductive thoughts of turning around for warm safety. But the memory of the hospital bed flashed vividly. The promise to never surrender pushed the weary traveler forward through the blizzard. The Hillary Step, a daunting vertical rock face, presented the final obstacle. Using sheer upper body strength, the climber hauled himself up. As dawn broke, golden light bathed the majestic peaks. The storm cleared, revealing the glorious, jagged roof of the beautiful world. Just a few more painful steps. The snow crunched softly under the carbon fiber blades. The destination was within touching distance. Standing on the summit of Mount Everest, tears of pure joy froze instantly on the cheeks of a true, indomitable champion. Looking down at the sprawling clouds, the realization hit hard. The greatest victory was not conquering the mountain, but the self. Raising a flag high into the freezing sky, it was a profound message to every soul facing impossible odds back home. The descent was equally perilous, requiring intense focus. But the heart was incredibly light, carrying the weight of a fulfilled destiny. Returning to civilization, the world celebrated a hero. Not just an extraordinary mountaineer, but a living testament to the human spirit. This incredible journey teaches us a profound truth. Your ultimate value does not lie in what you have lost along the way. Instead, your true worth is defined entirely by what you bravely choose to do with the pieces that still remain. Technology can beautifully replace shattered bones and torn muscles, but absolutely nothing can ever replace the fire of a determined heart. When life violently pushes you down into the abyss, you always possess the incredible power to stand back up and climb. May this epic story forever inspire you to conquer your own personal mountains, no matter how impossible they may initially appear. Thank you for watching Vital Life Stories. Keep pushing your boundaries, stay incredibly strong, and we will see you next time.